Hello everyone, I am going to give you a brief tutorial on using Wikispaces. This assumes that you already have your own account and you'll want to make sure that when you go to the upper right, it should have your username here. Otherwise, it'll say something like guest and you'll need to make sure that you sign in. If you don't sign in, you're not going to be able to do any of the inputting on this. So I'm borrowing Group 8's wiki page, and you can see on the left-hand side there are some navigation places, and right here you can see that we're on the home page. The home page is one of the pages that you will collaborate on to create. You'll collaborate with your teammates. All of the communication for this page and also the collaboration that you'll need to do for the other page that is collaborative in nature, which is the resources, needs to be done through their respective discussions. And this is an indicator of the discussions as well as they're actually at the bottom of the page. So you can add a discussion here. You can read the discussion so that you can see 2 days ago, I put a reminder out here on how to get started. And there are some other discussions that were previous. It will go in reverse chronological order, and it'll build off of whichever post that you've got there. So it's real important that you read through all of that. You can go over here to these little ellipses and click notify, and then actually have any changes that come on the wiki sent to you in an email. I use that mostly to make sure that I'm not missing on any questions, but it can be helpful as you're working as a collaborative team. To edit a page, so let me go back to discussions. For discussions, to add a discussion, you simply click here, type in your subject and your body, and then post. If you want to respond to a post, there's a place where you can comment, and you simply click on it and post. So it's pretty self-explanatory there. If you were going to be changing the home page and you needed to edit that, you simply click here, and it provides you with an opportunity to erase things, to change the color or the style on the text. I'll just make this italic and underline it for the moment. The color is actually under here, and you can select a color based on here if you wanted to. Make this, let me make this a little bit brighter, different color, red-ish, and it gives you a preview. You can change the font here as well, and the size of the text and the position and alignment. Apply styles, and you can see the changes that occurred. Also notice that when you do that, you lose the other formatting. So always do this text one first and then come back and do your underline, italic, or whatever it is that you choose to do. You can erase things. You can add pictures. You can add video. So to add a picture, you come over here, insert files, and you're able to upload pictures. If you have an external image, you can put in the website and then click that. Remember that all images must be shown as public domain or Creative Commons licensed, and they must be attributed underneath, like in a caption, or you can just put it underneath. I don't think it captions quite like the blog does. To add a video, go over to the widget, go to video, Traditionally, you get YouTube, and now you're going to be looking for an embed field on the video page. Look under the share, under the actual YouTube, and you should be able to get that embed code. Copy and paste it right in here, and that will save it there. Now it will look like just a blank gray box until you save your page. So don't get panicky if that happens. You can see here there's some other things that you can add right your into your wiki page as well, including if you, for example, did let's say you did a Wordle, or you did a Powtoons, or you did something else that already Prezi, anything else that has an embed code that you're working with, go to other HTML and copy and paste the embed code in here. Notice there's also the preview that you can look at. Okay, so that's all about editing. I'm not going to save these changes so that I don't mess up their page, but any changes will be shown here. The other thing that you'll need to do is you're going to need to create your own page to do your personal instructional strategy that you've selected. Note that you must have a page that is different from everybody else. So in other words, you can't all have the same strategy. You all have to have different ones. They must be selected from the 9 effective Marzano strategies that is in the link in your content page in Module 6. And to add a page, you simply come over here to where it says Pages and Files, add a plus there, type in the name of your strategy, and then create. What will happen then is a page will show up or the title of the page will show up underneath where it says All Pages. Please do not click on Edit Navigation. Your pages will come out in default by alphabetical order, which means that when someone in your group adds the resource page, because everyone needs to put their resources on the resource page, not on your own instructional page, but on the resource page in APA format, including in alphabetical order, inter-alphabetized, then you will see that the resources will then be mixed up within, like if you had something that started with an S, some similarities and differences, for example. Don't try to change that. I can change it if you want to email me, but the typical error is that all of the pages are eliminated, at least from view. They're not totally eliminated, but it panics your team members. So please just don't go into edit navigation. The other thing that people get very concerned about is who's going to do what, when, and where. Well, the one thing that happens with a wiki and that makes it very neat for not only collaborative projects, but also for using in a classroom as a teacher, over here is a little clock looking thing. And when there are changes to this, it will show a number, and it will actually look at every single edit that's been made on the wiki. So you can go back and recoup something if somebody, deleted something accidentally or whatever. Those kinds of things can be looked at. And at time and date stamps and every individual's contribution. So it's very easy to, as a teacher, grade and assess who did what, when, and where. And that is pretty neat to remember for your future as a teacher as well. So the last thing I'll just comment on is the fact that you're on this home page, you'll be having a resource page. Each of you will have an individual page that you alone as a student will develop on that particular instructional strategy. However, as a team member, you will be evaluating another team member's wiki, and you'll do that by going to their page, going up here to discussion, or going to the bottom for discussion, and putting in your peer evaluation. So be sure that you check all of the information in Module 6, and there'll be a little bit more in Module 7. Be sure that you look at the grading criteria and work as a team to get this project taken care of, and learn some things about effective instructional strategies that Marzano researched along the way. Let me know if any questions come up, and I'll be trying to monitor as you go along, but I sometimes miss stuff, so let me know if you have questions. Thanks.